She's a leader of the Texas Elite Builders, continuing to grow and expand and leading by example. So let's bring to the stage Miss Jessica Nelson.
Let's go, builders! Let's go, builders! Hey, are you a builder? Yeah. You guys build? Who's a builder? You're a builder? Let's go! Let's go, team! So, my intention today is to make you guys super freaking uncomfortable. So uncomfortable you might want to leave. And that's okay. But there's a little voice inside of your head that says, I'm not good enough. What if people find out the truth about me? I'm not Jose. I haven't sold a gazillion homes. I'm not Aaron. Why would anyone want to partner with me? Today, we are going to kill that voice. That voice is going to be dead. Has anyone ever wondered why this white woman in Highland Park has a painting that says the most beautiful things are made in the ghetto? It's kind of weird. I'm a little weird. So, shame into purpose. I think a lot of you know what my purpose is. My purpose is to give a voice to the disenfranchised. But it's the shame of what I went through that helped me to figure out my purpose. The hardest thing for us to do is to believe we are worthy to help others. And I'll explain to you where I was and what I was doing. Gabriella, you never sold a home, so you're clearly not a victim of this. But a lot of people believe I have to get to 100 deals a year. I have to do 1 million GCI. Or, why would I ever attract an agent? So what you make it out of overqualifies you to help someone who is still in it. This picture means a lot to me because from where I came from, I would never think that somebody like that would ever even want to be seen with me. So what we make it out of overqualifies us to help someone else. The majority of Americans, and probably humans, have experienced one of the following: addiction, molestation as a child, abandonment, obesity, and violence in the home. These are the main reasons why people are afraid to go out and speak their truth and live fully. They live behind the shame, thinking, what if people find out? What if they know the truth about me? Any of you guys know who this is? How many of you used to watch $1 Million Listing? Okay, so Frederick Eklund was one of the original casts of $1 Million Listing with Ryan Serhant. He outsold Ryan Serhant for the majority of his time. While some of you are trying to figure out how to sell in different states, he sells in multiple continents. Probably about $1 billion producer at this point in his life. Deirdre knows who he is. So while you hide behind your shame, remember that every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. Bet you didn't know this about him. Oh shit, sorry. Hey, what bullshit story are you telling yourself that if someone Googles you, they may not work with you? That is him. I tried, guys, sorry. Well, I have to fix it before build.
What's super interesting about this, other than the eggplants, I had no idea that is what's true. Wow. None.
$1 billion of real estate sold. If you Google him, you could see him doing that. Whatever, you know. So you're probably telling yourself, oh my God, what if someone finds out about me? Well, they know about him. Does it stop him? No. And how about this guy? So billions of dollars raised from strangers with he talks about his rap sheet. 3 overdoses, used to steal his mother's television to go buy drugs. So this guy asked strangers, give me money, with a past of being a thief. You guys getting the theme yet? Is all the stuff you tell yourself bullshit? So guys, what holds you back? And I don't need you to say it because this might be personal to you. You may not be ready to share it. That's okay. If you want to do like Carla said, close your eyes and think about what holds you back. What keeps you from building your community? So I've heard Dan say it a lot of times, I don't have children. but you guys are my kids. Dan is using his pain to create purpose. It's an excellent example for us, Dan. Thank you. For all of you in this room, what holds you back? What keeps you from building your community? I want you to pretend that doesn't exist. Just for a second, pretend it doesn't exist. So a lot of you guys know me for, Ben, do I ever quit? Is it sometimes a little bit annoying? There is a reason why I behave the way that I do. For the early 2000s, the majority of the drugs in our country were transported via tour buses. And then they were distributed in various different ways. So can I tell you guys about how I got there? Okay, I have enough time. So anyone ever play a sport like at a high level, like college, semi-pro? Okay. Finding out that the truth is I got cut from UCLA. The truth is I wasn't good enough. And that really killed me. It's like my identity was like, if I'm not a softball player, who am I? You know, I'd done this thing my whole life. And there are people that when I was in high school would ask me for my autograph. I really thought I was that thing. And when I got to that level, they said, no, you suck. Your scholarship, you're done. So I was in a very vulnerable place. And I also had to make money. And I met this gentleman in Las Vegas. And he convinced me to help him run his organization. I attracted the talent. I turned the talent into work. The work distributed. I was basically a madam. I would go to strip clubs and different places, and I would convince girls to work for us, distributing Oxycontin and cocaine in nightclubs. And we were really fucking good at it. At one point, I was bringing home $100,000 a week, but the reason why my work ethic is the way that it is because if I didn't, I was the example. If the VIG was not made, it was me who would get the shit beat out of her. It was me who, if girls quit, told the police about us, would get in trouble. So the reason why I am with the work ethic that I have is because I didn't have a choice. And it wasn't until I became pregnant that I actually really had like the guts to finally leave, because I knew he was gonna kill me. If sometimes as mothers, like we don't have the courage to save ourselves, but like we'll save our kids. It's weird, right? So I ran away in the middle of the night with like literally just the clothes on my back to like a women's shelter. That's how I finally left. But this has been like my ugly shame in the closet for 13 years. And I think that it's finally time for me to help people, because I wasn't born to be a bottom bitch. Guys, a lot of your shame that's holding you back is in your head, right? Like everyone has secrets. Everyone has fucked up shit that they've done. But you don't have to stay there forever. You can change. In fact, I want everyone to get up right now, please. And can you repeat after me? I am not my past.
I am not my past.
I create my future.
I create my future.
I am here to help.
I am here to help.
I am not my past.
I am not my past.
I create my future.
I create my future.
I am here to help.
I am here to help.
Let's go, team. Woo! So a lot of these lessons are lessons that I learned from that life, that actually, like all of you, if you take some of the hard things you've been through, you can actually apply it to what you're doing right now. I'm sure you apply like counseling and like, what do they call it? Conflict right? Resolution. I bet you apply that all the time. Okay, so 9 lessons in leadership. This is for, who wants to age and attract in here? Why aren't the rest of you raising your hands? All right, one more time. Who wants to age and attract?
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Okay, well, you know what's even better than age and attraction? So how do we create a strong organization? Be a leader. A leader sets the example to follow. If you want productive agents, be a productive agent. Successful leaders take responsibility for everything. The greater the leadership, the stronger the organization. If Aaron walked around 300 pounds or like, cheating on his wife, like, would we respect him? No. Yeah, he embodies leadership, so we become leaders. Never get comfortable. You are never done attracting. People quit, people get tired, people retire, people expire. A fresh turnout is always better than a burnout. Does anybody know what that means? A fresh turnout is better than a burnout? You ever deal with agents who are ho-hum, everything's a problem? And how about new agents? What's your energy like? Yeah. I'd rather the two of you than somebody doing 40 deals a year who's an asshole. Get you a lieutenant. That's a bottom bitch. What? One bad bitch beats 10 funky hoes. One bad agent beats 10 lazy complainers.
Hey, I gotta say, it's accurate.
So you need a person who believes in your vision to communicate it to everyone else, and you have to hold them to a higher standard. For me, obviously the first person was Austin, and now there's other people that are starting to emerge. For Aaron, I would say it's probably me. You need someone that you guys don't have time to be managing all these small things. There has to be somebody that when someone's complaining, they straighten them out. When someone's saying, oh, I want to go check out that real thing. No, you don't. Here's why. Because you can't keep your eye on every little person. You need someone who believes in your vision almost more than you do. And you know what I do with him? I talk to him every single fucking day. I have him write out our goals. I have him tell me what we're doing and why we're doing it. So much so to the point where it's like, he couldn't even think of anything else. Like Austin is Texas Elite Builders. And you guys probably see it in his posts, right? Like you feel it. So if you identify somebody in your organization who has this ability, talk to him every day, have him write out the goals, have him tell you why we're doing this, what's important about it. Remind them daily. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Your word is your bond. Once you break it, even a little, you're done. You guys ever lie to somebody in your life?
Yes.
Do they fuck with you anymore? I think it's super important that you guys have this with your people. You have to be supreme with your word. The only way you can earn your trust is to always be honest with them. You are gonna have agents who talk shit about you when they leave. That is just gonna happen. Aaron, has this ever happened to you? And did you actually do anything wrong? It's because they probably couldn't live up to the expectation, they weren't good enough, they had fear, whatever their problem was. So rather than trying to chase people and convince them to love you and convince them to love your program, go find somebody else, replace them. Not everybody is gonna be in your program, fuck them, find somebody better. But you know what guys, focus on people who are fresh, hungry, like they're ready to go. I put so much time into people like Ben because I enjoy being around him. Like Ben's fun. Ben's hungry. Set the trend. So this is huge for all those people that say to you guys, where do you get your leads from? In a world where everyone is doing the same shit, do something different. Use disruptive thinking to attract other leaders who buy into your program. What do we do that's so different? All these other brokers, oh, we have leads for you. Oh, we're gonna make your life easy. You don't want that. You're not competing with them. That's not your competition. Let them go. Goodbye. Your people are the people who are like, yeah, I'm into that. Show me how to prospect. I want to be a listing agent. Use your disruptive thinking. Don't adhere to what everyone else is doing. So bring your people with you to the top. I am like big on this. This is my vibe right here. So if you eat good, so should everyone around you. Give your people a vision, a purpose, an identity. See big things for them that they can't see for themselves yet. There are so many people in our organization that are not even the same people. And actually, I'm going to tell you about somebody who's not in our organization because I don't want to embarrass her. There's a gal that used to work with me. Her name was Katarina. And she was from Spain, and her favorite person was Rosalia, the singer. But she just kept feeling like she was never going to be good at real estate, and she just didn't have it. So I used to tell her all the time, hey, you're going to be the Rosalia of real estate. You're going to be the biggest Spanish immigrant that ever sold real estate. Just keep doing your scripts. Keep prospecting. Keep door knocking. She didn't ever see that for herself. But within her first 7 months of working with me, she made 300,000 GCI. You have to see things for your people. Because you might see hey, Alma, girl, what you got? Come on. I see something for you that you don't see for yourself. I see something for a lot of you that you guys don't see for yourself. But you need someone to speak it into you. Give them a vision. Alma, you're a top producer, you're gonna have 100 agents. Alma, your voice needs to be heard. Alma, you're a strong mother, a single income household, and you're juggling it all at once. You have to speak it into your people. It can't just always be about you. That's boring. Talk shit, swallow spit. Desire moves you forward. What do you want more than anything? Do you want money? Do you want freedom? Do you want power? Desire has to move you forward. We talked earlier about the why and all the crying. Like, I never thought you would cry, honestly. I thought you always had it all figured out. I've cried in my closet. You know, deals fall apart. People tell you to F off, all that shit. And I just was like, okay, well, I guess I got to figure this out because I got to take care of those 2 kids. I got to create financial freedom. I got to let the word hear my voice. So desire will always keep you moving forward. And then you have to grind for your shine. It makes people feel good to see their organization and their leader shine. They want to believe in their investment, be worthy of respect and attention. Hey, how does it make you guys feel to see him on Build? How would it make you feel to see him at EXPCon? But this is what your people want from you in your organization. It says, hey, I picked the right one. I invested my time, my capital, my attention in the right guy or gal. So be worthy of that. When you're tired, remember all the people that depend on you. I know that that's huge in the Marines. Keep pulling forward, not for you, but for your people. Grind for your shine. Anyone who's ever experienced a loss of power, I want to give them power. I want to give them strength. I want to give them a reason to keep going. What is your purpose? What experience in your past makes you uniquely qualified to help someone else out of it? Let's go, let's grow.